Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2 Divide et Impera as Rome. We're picking up right where we left off at the previous episode, having just secured the province of Numidia, defeating the two client states of Carthage, Ma Easle, and Ma Easle. Not to confuse the two, we still have Ma Easle, a band of, a rabble of renegades out here in the desert. They're after calling a bunch of mercenaries to their army, so they've become basically a full stack, although they are taking attrition. Obviously, a turn has passed. I've had to get refamiliarized with things myself. It has been a little while. Apologies. I'd missed a few days of uploads. I really enjoy playing this game. So just trust me when I say I would have loved to have done it, but things got in the way. I don't have a good excuse, but it's just like life stuff that prevented recording for a little bit. But we're back on track now, hopefully. So we have 4 armies here in the province of Numidia. So we are stacked with an, I was going to say an admiral, which is true, but a fleet at the minor town of the settlement of Iole. We have our other fleet. I was just getting confused. The other fleet is here, heading down to the province of Africa, as we were planning on dropping them off. That's going to be under the command of a new general, right? It's not Navius Fullo, that's the admiral. We have Furious Lentulus. We're going to drop him off somewhere around here and maybe pick a fight with the Garamantians. Really, he's there for protection for a while until I feel comfortable doing that, just to deter the Egyptians who are kind of hovering around the coast. We are trading with these guys. There's no sign of battle about to happen, but the Garamantians hate us, so that could happen. They could launch an attack at any time. I don't like them sitting in army right next to one of our unwalled settlements, you know? Right, so to get into the meat and potatoes of the episode, let's just begin. We have this army here in the desert. They're taking attrition, but I do think we should move against them. Now, Libo's army here is somewhat under strength, but Regulus, totally good to go. So I reckon we'll push with him. Lots of mercenaries and local militia and troops from this army, which is kind of cool. It's funny, like I just have to look over these things and kind of remember how things work. So Dorcum, Libium, Gipitum. So the late Libyan infantry, you can actually only have 4 of those units. I forgot to mention before that regional units are actually capped by how many you can have. I think it's 4 for these guys. Some are 6. So we can only get 1 more, basically. Now, if you lose them, you can get 4. You can always have 4, basically. It's a maximum amount, not a total that you can ever recruit. Anyways, right, so I think I'll leave Libo. We'll move with them. If I move with both armies, I think they'll just run away. I don't know, but that'd be my guess. I would. And go further, retreat further into the desert. I don't want to take too much attrition, so let's move with Regulus. Mop up the remaining survivors. I guess we can auto-resolve this. Part of me does want to fight it because it's been a while since I've played a battle, but yeah, you know what? We might not have another battle for a while, so let's just fight it out real quick. Alright, try to do this quickly. I just want to minimize casualties if I can. That being said, in how I play against Numidian cavalry, I'll probably take casualties. Now, what do they got? They have their... There we go. Numidian noble cavalry on the right, and... Okay, that seems to be it. So it's 3 units of Numidian noble cavalry. We have Romanized Numidian cavalry. Probably not as good, so I'll rely on my mercenary Sardinian spear archers to hopefully get the range on them and take them down a peg. Yeah. Then we have the Ligurians. Yep, okay, cool. I think I remember. Just about. I'm not worried about their infantry. I mean, they do have mercenary stuff, but... And what is this? Slingers? Oh, no. Numidian... mercenary archers, and then these guys are mercenary skirmishers. Okay, all right. Let's give it a go. They always have really strong missiles. So we'll put the local troops at the front. They can handle. They know what they're dealing with here. Although the mercenaries might be even better. Yeah, let's do the mercenaries first. So widen them out. I love the loyal sons of Carthage. Don't like hearing that. I do love the rolling of the R, though. You know. Of Carthage. I can't do it. Carthage. Right, so just a body of infantry around there. We'll get the archers stacked on the right side, fairly small so they can rotate to face their target easily enough, hopefully, and even spaced out, I would say. Just a tad. Another reserve of the Ligurians, just if they get real close. And do we have any other pikemen, I guess, could maybe sit back here? Would that be weird? Maybe. I don't really plan on using pike formation against these guys. We kind of have to close the gap fast, so I'll just stick them there. They're not necessarily spears, but if they could deploy against cavalry, that'd be good, but it's fairly unlikely, and they'll stack more here, and we'll stack more here. I'm going all out on the right. That Numidian noble cavalry are the ones I'm most concerned about. So, heavily stacked on the right. Let's begin. We'll just start moving forward a little bit. Man, the game looks super sharp. Again, I don't know if it's just been a while since I played or what, but it looks good. Very crisp. Oh, kicking up a storm of dust. We could do a little poking and prodding with the Numidian cavalry, although they're hidden actually at the moment, which is interesting. Alright, come on. Get in position. Alright, they're moving. Let's go. They're just almost in range. Told you to hold your... We could fire at least once on them. They'll probably take a beating in one volley. I would hope. Oh, their volleys are out. Yeah, alright. So, go for that cav. Look at this guy. See, I told him to fire before he's in position. They freak out. This is why people are like, why don't you wait so long? It's like, that's why. They're not firing because they weren't in a good position to do so. Gotta wait until everyone's ready, basically, in this game. Yeah, let's go out wide to the right. Let's keep firing. This is totally fine. Already knocked a few of them down, I think. And we have spears, although it's not our main focus. It should help a lot if they do engage us. Now, stay back. Alright, we're doing alright. We're killing quite a few of them on that cavalry unit. They're banking, they're kind of moving around a lot. Now, this is what I wanted. If they engage me, that's totally fine. We'll just engage them. Might be good to actually phalanx. Alright, start banking out to the right. See if we can move around. Oh my god, one of those archer units has been absolutely decimated now. Right, Numidian cav out to the right. See if we can start firing on those guys. The archers, you guys just run so you can heal in the future. Get you guys over there. Get the Ligurians to move through on the side now as well, so... You're to fire out on that group if you can, as are these guys. And they're noble cavs, so they're good in melee as well. Trying to choose which ones are the weakest. Fire on them. They seem pretty weak. Everyone on them. Okay, this group is nearly done. Excellent. You can go forward now and start crashing into the backs of some of these guys. Although they've got a lot in the far back, actually. What have you got there? Numidian guard. Maybe I won't sacrifice the cavalry. I've learned my lesson about running behind enemy lines. Aggressively, anyway. Fall back. Stay with the archers. The archers will keep us protected. We should be able to win any infantry fight, I would imagine. Oh my god. The neglect on that side. My bad. I'm so sorry. Right, so you guys phalanx. Phalanx. You're getting absolutely demolished by those dudes. And the Ligurians. We could start throwing, but I want to get around the side even just a little more. I think my general can now go against the archers and stuff at the back, so I'm going to try and do that. Ligurians, we're going to throw into this big pile here if we can just get around the side of them. Their general is there. I'm kind of tempted to push against him in a sec if we can. Haven't taken any damage on the main cavalry anyway, so that's good. What a strategy, you know, employing the locals to fight the locals, so we can pacify the locals. It's great. Right. Either way, Rome wins, right? If our troops die, if their troops die. That's fine, keep running that way. Cavalry. I might need to help out the cavalry, actually, because they did engage me. Actually, no, fall back for a sec. We'll see if we can keep firing into that group. Alright, let them engage. Run around the back with these guys, and we'll start firing on their missiles too. Alright, nice. That should be okay. Alright, so my archer's going to fire out there. My Numidian cav will just crash straight in. We'll throw 1 or 2 volleys. Can we throw a volley actually into the general? Might be a good idea. Alright, so we've bogged their guys down just a little bit. How are we winning that fight in the right? Yep, no problem. Good. Alright, nice. Took a lot of losses, way more than the auto resolve, but it was a fun fight. Getting, I feel very rusty. I think I'm just bad at the game now, really. I've been saying that in the last few episodes. That's just like, man, I felt like I used to be better than this, but I guess it's just the way it is now. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I was always like this. I do feel like the battles are faster than I remember, because I definitely used to like commit to zooming in like way more and just watching fights happen. But in this, I feel like I'm constantly busy now. Which is a good thing, I guess. It's good. It feels well balanced, I suppose, pacing wise. I would like to zoom in a little bit more. So that's their general, the Numidian guard. A little rally for good measure. Fire in there. Fire in there. Hope for the best. Keep chasing down those guys. Get the infantry to run into that unit. Infantry in there. Yeah, the Numidian cav took a bit of a beating. But it was to be expected. They were against stronger cav, but even still. Bit of a beating. Gonna pull mine out of that. Firing into these guys nicely. Can we use flaming arrows? Just break these guys now. The Ligurians are almost out of ammo now. Man, those Ligurians took a beating. They're not too bad at fighting. I thought they would have actually kind of gone toe-to-toe with these dudes, but I guess not. Alright, just crash into them. Don't fire anymore. Turn. Equites are deep in the combat over here. Let's get the archers out. I guess that's pretty much it. GG, yeah. Just continue for a little bit. Mop these guys up. I don't want them running out into the desert and forming another little army. Anyone left to fire at? Throw a volley in there for good measure. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, I'll just speed it up. Just want to trap a few of these dudes before they get away too much, and then we'll call it there. Bit of a mixed performance, but a fun battle. I like that one. It was good. Alright, GG. Let's see if any survived. I think 400 or something. Oh no, that's it. GG. Ma Easle are no more. And they were forsaken by Carthage, if I remember correctly, so we got new traditions. We didn't lose any units, so that's all that really matters, although... And yeah, we can get out of the attrition zone also, so that's good. Oh, nice. Yeah, good. Alright, cool. Now, having too many of these armies all stacked together is not a good thing. Might pull Libo back over this way just for a bit. He can run forward then maybe along the coast or take a ferry, a transport, naval transport or something. But yeah, gonna go back to Capsa for a little bit. We'll put him in patrol stance, calm the region down if we can. Do the same out here, although I think public order is actually really good. Yeah, it's at 58. I'm mostly worried about supply. Because, sorry, it used to be over here, now it's here. 280 out of 340. We're actually okay, but it's going to go down by 48. So yeah, we kind of have to keep moving. So you've got a couple weak units, but that's just the name of the game. We're going to keep moving, push up to Saiga, or Siga, and then to Tingi. After that, I suppose you can just go as well. Why not? And then maybe you can stay here. Just to protect it, just in case something comes from this direction, but I think it'll be okay. Now, this is an interesting little province because it's all split. It's called Hispania, yet it's Mastia, Numantia, Ibosim, and Ars. So it's kind of this stretch of land here. And it's just interesting because we're at war with everyone in it. The Illyricovones, the Lusitani, and the Carthage. The negative thing there would be that's a lot of armies potentially when you push factions into smaller and smaller areas. They can kind of raise more armies than we would be able to for the like having 1 or 2 towns, so it starts getting tougher and tougher as they get more and more concentrated. Potentially, if we wipe their armies out and they don't recover, then that's fine. But having not fought the Illyricovones really, and the Lusitani at all, I would imagine they've actually got quite a lot there. But we'll have to see. Alright, cool. So that all went well. Let's have a look at Dimidi and this province generally, so it can be upgraded. I was thinking food would be good to go with, so we'll go with a fishing port, a farm. This can have logs. That's their unique resource at Dimidi. Or sorry, at Isle. Maybe more food or maybe temples, because we're kind of stretched thin for cultures, so I think we have to invest in temples so we can change them later. We have the Medicus, which is good for public order and everything, so yeah, and get rid of this building. We don't need heavy horse studs. That's a Dimidi. Doesn't have any unique thing there. So let's check the culture. There is taxes in this province as well, wow. So the culture's at 32%, gaining 2.6%. We really need to get it over 50. We're doing Romanization as well, but we're going to start moving the governors further over west. We've only got 3, and we're just stacking them all together to boost morale, public order, boost culture, do everything we can, really. Gonna get our spy to go over to Hispania and see what's going on out there. These towns are just... I don't see any armies. It's ripe for the taking. The navy, actually. We could potentially go for these. Look at these guys. Little Carthaginian fleet. People stationed somewhere like here just so we can't reach them. So if we get close enough that we can, wherever they go, that might be good. So maybe just somewhere here. Papirius Cursor is setting sail. Speaking of setting sail, we have the army down south. So let's just make landfall with the army.
Hard on the oars, you men. Ready for orders.
Is the army still on board? Oh yeah, I thought. There we go.
Leaving the ship.
Can you not leave? They have to go into the town then out, I guess.
Making for port. It is an honor to serve Rome.
And we can actually reach those pirates now. Yeah, let's do it. Carthaginian pirates. Probably run away. Yeah, cowards. Classic pirate behavior, I suppose. Man, they get to go so far. But we'll give chase. We've got 8 turns at sea with this guy. Alright, cool. Right, so our Legio 5 Concordialis is now stationed in the Africa province. Africa might be a better name for them, but they have the Tarentine cavalry, the Sardinian archers. We wanted that range, and then we left it open to getting other things. So like I said, the late Libyan infantry, we're not going to be... It would be cool to raise them here and keep them stationed down here, but we can only get 1. Unless... I could merge some of these and then disband 1. We could recruit 2 and have 2 in each army. That might be kind of nice. So merge them up. Then these guys can go. We could get something else here in the future. Down here, we'll get 2 Libyan infantry. Maybe 1 that's not so good. So 2 late Libyan infantry and then the regular Libyan infantry. So what's the difference here? Just ammunition and morale, because they're the Romanized variant. That's fine by me. Do we need any more cav? Just the Romanized Numidian cav. Again, we have... I don't think we need that, considering what we have. Yeah, so just another infantry unit, because these guys might be assaulting Garamantia. So if they do that, you know, it's walled settlement. Cavalry's not going to come in too effective in a walled settlement, so more infantry would be better, more bodies on the ground. Alright, nice. All looking good. Don't need to upgrade any of that stuff, I don't think. We could maybe upgrade this, though. Civil town. Just flicking through the provinces really quick. Looks like we're all set. Nothing really going on in Italy. We know that the RDA are at war with the Massalia, kind of waiting for territory to exchange hands. Not seeing too much movement. Although, granted, we don't have that much up there. Where's our spy? Pompeia Gamella. Yeah, she can start checking out the RDA territory. Wanted to move right through it and go up north. Okay, not much else to really look at, I don't think. We do have some upgrades, so Legio 3 after their battle can upgrade. Just to be a bit lazy, I might just give them what we already have assigned. Melee defense skill for infantry. So what did I go with? I went with Garrison, Auxilia, and Vanguard Legion first. Okay. So, kind of an all-rounder then. Movement range on the campaign. Yeah, you kind of need that. What was that noise? Just heard some weird mini fart noise or something.
Ready
Alright,
for battle.
Dento, training the military in Livo's army. Yeah, you can just upgrade this twice, upgrade that, that's unit experience, that's basically what you need. Nothing else? Okay, cool, let's just check politics, make sure everything's okay. So, ooh, this has fallen. Quite considerably, actually. So public order is going up everywhere, but we lost our upkeep reduction cost. Really, we need to be in the next tier over or the one even above that, right? So, I mean, loyalty is through the roof. General wins battle, 8. People have been promoted recently. General wins battle. General wins battle. Yeah, so because we're fighting with multiple armies, with different heads of families, it's all working out very well. No one's died. If you lose one of these guys, then that's like a -8 or -10, so it can be pretty bad. Our son has come of age. Wow. Things were rough back then. So he's 16. Publius Julius Cornicen, our firstborn son. And then Silanus. He looks pretty cool. He's only 15. Wow. What a man. I know who we're going to focus on. What's his deal, though? He's anxious, wealthy, a military tribune. That's his rank. Wealthy. Education, upbringing are the foundations. Oh, yeah. And anxious. What about Cornicen? Industrialist. 10% wealth from industry in the local province. And philosophic. Philosophic? Yeah, that's the word. Cultured, pedantic, cowardly. 10% research rate. Those ones don't matter. They change over time based on what you do. Fuller will be next up. He's 13. So I guess maybe when they're 15 they come of age? I thought it was 16, but okay. Yeah, well, if our influence in our political family is waning, it might be time to get a new general. 15-year-old Spurius Julius Silanus. Or Silanus, as his friends would mock him. Because they definitely spoke English back then. So what else could we give this guy? I might have a look at this myself, but yeah, focus him for military. So looking at wealthy, it's tax rate in the local province. Again, he'd be better suited to being a governor more than anything. Reduction in empire maintenance with being anxious. That's okay. And he's a bit cowardly. So it's, doesn't really, I mean, he has construction cost reductions, things like that. It just seems like, yeah, you'd be better suited again for not military. Maybe Fullo. We'll wait till Fullo comes of age and see what he's got. So, excuse me, Silanus has a lot of zeal though, which is usually good for fighting. So, we'll see who we need. We're not raising another legion anytime soon anyway. Super soon.
We hunger for battle.
Yeah, I guess there's not much else. We're making 10 grand. I'm just worried that I've left something obvious behind, but I don't think so. Let's just make sure I've moved all these people. Canis hasn't moved. He doesn't need to. But he hasn't deployed either. Is this a new... No, he's one of our long-standing guys. Public order. Yeah, sure. This is our new governor. Yeah, I knew we had one that was new, because we just got a new Imperium level. Looks like we're good, though, across the board. The 2 governors just sitting and chilling. And we could have another army, and we could have another fleet. So you could make a second admiral, governor admiral. Maybe just sit at Carthage. Would make sense, yeah? So, seeing as we have Silanus, Silanus, now I don't know how to say it, Cornicen. So who's better suited? 20% wealth from culture, 10% research rate, wealth from industry. No, I think Silanus would be better then. Reduction of construction costs in the local province in totality, and wealthy, 4% tax rate. Yeah, this is a good region for making money. Resistance to foreign occupation, though, is increased, which is a bit rough. But yeah, I think he'd be well suited to sitting out here as a governor admiral. All right, then. So, raise forces. There he is. Very easily identifiable. Raise a fleet. And yeah, you could give yourself a nice little fleet. Well, you don't need anything good. It costs upkeep. We'll just go with the cheap option then, I guess. Alright, so he'll just sit there. You know, he's only 15, learning the ropes and sales. And yeah, he'll just allow us to build build more cheaply. It might hurt public order a little bit with the foreign occupation thing, but it'll be alright. Good place to be stationed. He'd do well, actually, to sit over at Isle for a while, thinking about all the construction we just had to do over here. He could sail over there. Good thing about the Governor Admiral is they can get around pretty quickly. At least for us. Obviously, that wouldn't work if you're landlocked, but yeah, anyway. Alright, I've spent enough time here. Let's end the turn and then see how things react.
The slaves of envy.
This is interesting. Just from a more roleplay perspective, maybe, the Cantabri, you know, they're saying if you give us money, we'll attack Carthage. Maybe we should try to get, like, 1 or 2 tribes on our side in Iberia. Like, the Cantabri probably only have 1 town. But maybe we could make the province up here. Ugh, this map isn't really reliable. It says Tarraconensis is across there. I don't think so. Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is. But anyway, I was thinking, you know, create 1 province that is all just clients. Sharing a province with another culture is the negative thing, right? You don't want to do that. It's the unfortunate thing in this game is like, oh, it'd be great to just have a pocket of a client that's far away, but because we share the province, there's always a culture war going on, basically. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of tempting. It's like, I don't want them to really take any Carthaginian territory, but I like the idea that we'll be fighting on the same front, we'll build up some relations, maybe we can use that to our advantage. We're not allies, I guess, so... And they don't like the Rutini. And the Rutini work with Massalia. I kind of like this. Alright, let's go with them. They are treacherous and aggressive, though. But sure. Just something a bit interesting. See if we can lock down a few allies. Slave riots. Oh, God. In Alalia. Slaves. Too many slaves, maybe. 53%. It's kind of high. Another faction destroyed. I've never heard of them. Right, so construction report at Capsa. So down here, we've got fountains and the Shrine of Jupiter. LPQY, Roman small town focused on farming. In Dimidi, a villa, which is basically a local farm. And then the farming town in Cosentia. So this will all help food a little bit. We're up to 29 food production. We're up to nearly 15,000 income. Wow, that was a big jump over that turn. And how are we still super happy out here? I don't know if public order is like busted, but plus 50 seems extreme. Buildings happiness 19. Characters 42. I guess it is just the various generals and the governors doing that. But man, we can stabilize anything at that rate. Alright, Brutus. I'd have to really like, I don't want to do it now, I don't want to waste your time or bore you, but I'd have to really go through this like, oh, 2 public order there, 2 public order here. You know, I guess the different traits and stuff that we have on these guys are helping as well. So let's go to Saigat, or Sigat. Just encircle it. We'll bring this army up. Oh, they're way too far behind, but that's okay. Follow behind. Alright, we'll just blow in there with Brutus. I'll just auto-resolve. Hopefully it's okay. There was a small army being built just ahead of us, but I think it's fine. Oh my god, sorry. Alright, we did lose 841, but that's what you get for being a little lazy. 17,000. I'd rather just, let's chill on the slaves and the conquest and the money. Money is obviously very good for us right now, and we can constantly use it. Don't get me wrong, at diplomacy, but I want to. We want to speed through this province, so I want to keep them as happy as we can. All right, we'll sit in here for 1 turn. You can now do patrol. And Saigat, do we have market settlement? What else is here? This has some unique resource. I don't know what that is. Dyes, maybe? It looks like grapes or something. But it's not wine. It could be dyes. Which I think is industry, I think. So, could do a commercial port. So civil settlement, market settlement. I again think just food in our backyard out here is usually a good idea. So we'll just do farming, I guess. Farming, farming, farming. And a temple. So grain pits would be good as well to give us bonus region hopping over into Iberia. Alright, so we were chasing that Carthaginian fleet. They have not moved. We'll just lock them down. If they move out of here, it's BS. Because how could they? Wow, okay. We'll have to actually fight this out. I didn't expect that. Who have we got here? Gala. They have barely any ships compared to us, but they must have pretty strong ones. Okay, yeah, let's fight it. Alright, so just to speed up things, I've started doing my deployment. Basically, they seem to have ships that are a little bit bigger than ours. Nothing too crazy, but certainly several ships are bigger than ours. And then they do have some small ones, but we obviously have the numbers. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is do 2-for-1 matchups. So these 2 against that, these 2 against that, these 2 against that, and just hope for the best. Then some of our bigger ships in the middle. So it's the 45 meters to go against, you know, anything that's just like a 1 matchup, and then maybe these ones. So that's their general there. I'm tempted to put the fire pod against their general as well as our big ship, but no, I think we'll just back them up with big ships behind them. Getting a little nervous now, thinking that maybe the auto resolve isn't crazy, and there's a good reason that it's laid out the way it was. Okay, so this is just my supply ship and a fire pot that's really weak that I'm keeping back because I don't want them to die. I want them to heal. So let's just try go forward with this, although I forgot about these two. They can back up the general, I guess, and help him out if he gets into trouble. Alright. Right, so both of you, just the same order. Again, more for my micro more than anything, just to make it easy on me. They have their orders. They should be one-tap ships, I think. That won't be. This probably won't be either. Let's try go for those two. This one's gonna circle around. Alright, here we go. Godspeed. Oh my god, it's chaos. Alright, well, certain ships have gone down. That's good. Oh, nice. Good hit. That's a great one. Because you can turn... Oh, shit. I was thinking you could turn and go into the general, but I guess not. Speaking of generals, let's get him in there. Alright, we lost a big ship over there. A small one has come around the side now. They can go into like something like these. These are basically done. They're at fire at will on as well, so they should do okay. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Whew. Is that it? Oh, my God. It's so fast. I can barely even keep up with that. There's so many people still left on all these ships as well. It's like... Okay. I think I only lost one, which isn't too bad, but... Yeah, that was just pure chaos. That was weird. All right. All right, yeah, we lost two ships. One of our big ones... Oh, two of our big ones. Damn. Oh, well. They didn't have a crazy amount of experience. But yeah, the battle said it lasted 1:17. It's like, okay, I guess it was a good thing for me to spend so long on the deployment screen. Enslave, kill, we'll just... Ransom, although I think people don't like that. Yeah, so I guess we'll just kill them. I can't believe that one ship got away. The other fleet that's around here might be able to catch them. Thinking about it, they'll know where to go then. Yeah. So we've got... What are they? Oh, the Antigonidae. The Macedon are basically out there. So let's lock these guys down. They'll probably run away again. Cowards that they are. Oh, we've got an option. Go for the pirates or go for these guys. I guess the pirates have more. And we'll just get rid of them. Alright, Rome rules the waves. Feels good, man. Alright, Carthaginian pirates have been destroyed. Oh my god, yes! Good man, Fullo. Able to get it all done. Get the job done. Secure the med. Love it. Good job. Can't believe we were able to reach both. Alright. These aren't at war with me. They're just taking attrition out there, so... Oh, thinking about it. Our cursor could have gotten around here. The amount of movement, man. It's crazy. Alright, we've only got four turns with these guys. We're going to go out sailing out this way. He did take some losses. I guess I should really bring him back. We'll just do a little recon, come back down, get some new ships. You can't move now at all. Alright, good. That was a good turn. What else could we do? We have upgrades to go. So Brutus is upgraded again. We'll just give... Or it's his Legion that has. Public order through the wazoo. So we've 9 public order now in this Legion. Extra movement range as well, which is super needed in Africa. So that's fine. Here at Numidia, we're almost back to full strength. So yeah, I guess we could start moving and maybe one of these armies could go push or help with the assault on Tingi. And I think Libo could go around and maybe help with the assault on the Garamantians, seeing as he's going down this way. That's if we go to war with them, which I guess we probably will. Thapsus, I think I was saying, has the good population. So yeah, let's just cross into there. And stay in Thapsus, so there. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. We're basically ready to do this. With 2 armies, I guess. Take out their army and then push to Damensi with one of ours while the other holds LPQI just in case they float out with the second one. That's the plan there. The idea would be to client state them if we could. So I'll keep saving my money and see if we can just offer them a bunch. Alright, the Navy is leveled up as well, which we saw. So it's the marksman one's usually the best thing to go for, I think. And then ramming speed and stuff you get later. Is that it? I think that's pretty much it. Any building left to do? The villa can be upgraded into a farm. And we could upgrade this. So this should be a little cheaper now that we have our new Admiral Governor in here. And can we handle the negative to public order in the future? Maybe. We still have Romanization on, so hopefully. Alright, pretty straightforward. Not much else to do. We could just move our spies and our governors, I guess. So Pompeia Gamella. I know they'll automatically move, but it's nice to track them and see what's actually going on. We have the spy over going towards Ars. The 3 governors, so get them to the very edge. That one's a bit slow. And might as well just deploy them if you can. Nice, we're up to nearly 15,300 now. We could definitely afford a new legion, that's for sure. Dimidi. Oh, I didn't catch that. There's another open building. Another temple, I think I said. Did I? A temple in each? Yeah. It's a bit extreme, but maybe. Oh, yeah, I got rid of the cavalry building, right? So... Well, it's either a temple or the consecrated ground or more food. We already have a food thing here. I'll probably divide it up. We'll just do a temple, keep pushing culture to the extreme, and then we'll just convert them. Might move the admiral around before we have to build the bigger settlements, because once you start upgrading like these into like level 3, that starts costing a lot of money. I mean, 2 of them actually already are, but these 2 especially. Maybe it'd be good to have the 8% reduction in cost then, if we're trying to min-max a little bit. Is there anything else left to do? Don't think so. And just always check politics. 63 loyalty. Wow. Papirius Cursor, super happy with all the battles they've just won, I guess. And recent promotions. Any other messages we need to check? Fleet withdrew. Newly captured regional bonuses at Siga. What would that be? There's no resource here. Yeah, I don't know. It often says that, and I'm not really too sure exactly what it is that we're getting. It could be just some small bonus, but it doesn't say it for every settlement, so it makes me think like, oh, what's the unique thing? But whatever. Population surplus in Sicily. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Cool. So we can get Panormus opened up and maybe build a building that gives us growth. One of the drawbacks in this game is you can't check the building encyclopedia without having a thing built already. Like, there's no back page to all buildings. And unless I expand this, I won't be able to check it. I'm wondering if we can get I don't know. What's better, a growth building in here? Or a growth building in the, like, minor towns, you know? I don't think this offers any growth at all, from what I can see. No? I mean, I glanced it, but I still didn't see it. Yeah, I don't know. So that makes me think then it is actually better to go with these, because there is growth in these ones. That's negative growth. That's plus growth, the colonia. So we could build a little colony, encourage growth, and then we can upgrade the main settlement. Because growth's just a bit slow. So I think I'll do that. Just try and keep track of that and remember to, you know, when I look back at that, why I did that. It's kind of difficult sometimes as you get bigger and bigger. Alright, that's it. Let's end the turn.
Affection and respect.
A defensive alliance with Sards, or Sardis. They're at war with the Seleucid Empire. It's a little aggro for me to go in on a defensive alliance with them, I think. In some respects. I mean, again, I like the idea of building up some sort of allies and then using that as a Cassius Belli to then throw our hat into the ring and defend them. And maybe even get them as a client. So, just for the fun of it, to shake it up, we'll say yes. We'll pay them a little bit. We're not going to be we won't be brought into their wars, but anyone else that attacks them, we will be. So yeah, sure. Why not? Are we even trading with you? No. I'll tell you what, I'll only do it if you trade with me. Can I not trade with you, or do I already have that? It says no treaties, but I don't see the option. Break a different trade agreement. But let's cut off the payment then, and then we'll see. There we go. This is good at getting a trade deal. Trade with them is only probably like worth 100 or 200. We were going to pay 1200, so we just saved ourselves 10 turns. Or kind of. New political election. Ah, it's great to hear. So our new, what's his name, Fullo. After his victories, he's been appointed a new promotion, which is great. I love the way that happens. Missing supplies, I have to check in on that. We still have positive food at least. We're making nearly 18,000 gold now per turn. Jeez. Mission issued. I haven't had a mission in a long time. Research something in the siegecraft thing. It's not going to happen. Tempting. Because we might be doing a siege soon against Tingi and the Garamantians, but you only get it for 4 turns. If it was like 10 turns, then I'd do it. Yeah, so Fullo became a caster, and Servius Arminius Rufus became refined. Alright. Construction reports. In Alalia and Carolus, 2 new buildings have gone up for industry focus. So they are suffering public order big time. Yeah, so that's going to be a tough one to stabilize. Buildings, -10. Characters, -5. There is a Carthaginian character just sitting there annoying everybody. I love the idea that one person could just like make the entire town upset. I mean, maybe. Cultural differences, -7. Taxes, -7. And slaves, yeah. Do they feel the wrath of the slaves when we turn that off? Yes. Well, we'll leave it on for a little bit. We could send someone out there. Send my wife, and maybe they'll be a bit happier. Organize games at Corsica, at Sardinia. My dear. So it's at -8 now, so better, but not great. It gives you 10, basically, when you do that. We could also patrol the region with our fleet. It might help them out a little bit. I think. Patrol. Negative piracy penalties in the local region. Reinforcement range and melee defense. I'll just do that now anyway. Yeah, so... Papirius Cursor. We can see the Illycavones on transports. Should we just go and annihilate them? Yeah, I don't think so. Please don't lose my ship. I knew we'd lose the firepot one. It was so weak. Yeah, we really do need to come back and heal this navy up a bit. But Illycavones dealt with. Let's bail out of here. All right. Meanwhile, in the south, we're going to be pushing across the Tingi. We have our governors. We have our other army. So I'm going to leave it there. We're making incredible amounts of money. 18,600 now. It's gonna be. I don't even know how it's just gone up even higher, but without building anything. Oh, I guess putting stuff in patrol might have done it. Yeah, and we'll just have a look around. So basically, the plan is to bring Libo down here. Maybe think about attacking the Garamantians in the next couple of turns. The Numidia army, we're going to move them up north to reinforce these 2 guys. We're going to keep pushing aggressively towards Tingi, and then go to war with the Gituli. Which are we at war with already? Oh, apparently we are. When did that happen? I don't remember that. They're just at war with me. Okay. Yeah, bring it. Okay, well, that solves that problem, because we were debating whether or not we could try and get them as a friend. Speaking of friends, I'd like to, with this big cash war chest that we have, I'd kind of like to give it to the Cantabri to encourage the war against the Carthaginians and help them out a bit. And anyone else we could do that for too, like our new defensive allies. Did they just get completely destroyed? I think they're gone. Maybe that's why they were begging for it. No, they are alive. Oh, I don't think they've got a town. Oh, that's embarrassing. We're defensive allies with someone that's like a rogue army at this point, I think. I guess we could bring our spy down there to check, but I'm pretty sure we can see that that's Egypt. They're just hanging around the mountains. Are they at war with Egypt, though? That's the surprising thing. I don't think so. No, they're at war with Pontus, Armenia, and the Seleucids. So they must have lost their territory to Pontus or something. Pontus are a satrapy of Armenia, or Hake, as they're called in this. Didn't know that. Satrapy is a client state. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, the east is a lot of what would you say, diplomatic intrigue over there. Pergamon doing all right. We're trading with them. All right, well, I'll leave it there. It's good to just get caught up on all that. And yeah, in the next episode, like I said, just continue the all-out assault on Africa and Iberia, hopefully dealing with Carthage soon enough. We have so much money, it would make sense to start thinking about opening up a new front. Some people did say that they wanted me to go to war straight away with RDA. I'd rather see who starts winning this fight and then commit to whoever gets the full province here, I would go for. So if Massalia gets Batavium, then we go to war with Massalia. If RDA takes Medlan, then we wait until they take Genoa, for instance, you know? Just because then we don't have to go to war with one. So that's at least the thing I'm thinking of there. Alright, that'll be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.